Hi guys and girls, James Morrison, James Cycling. How are we all? Look, down by Basingstoke Canal. Literally just outside Odium. Just outside Odium. So how are we all doing? On a solo ride this evening. It is 10 miles in. 10.6 miles in and 5:55. So yes, out on a solo ride. Decided to come out. Something was telling me not to, and you wouldn't believe it if I said that my legs were dead. So I've already had about 6 dextrose just to try and wake my legs up. I've got some food on me, but I'm going to get into Odium and have a cup of coffee, a latte, have a rest, and I'm probably only going to do the short route this evening, 24 miles instead of the 29. That really means that I've got to go up Newnham Hill, so let's hope I can find a tractor to pull me up. That'd be a bit of a killer if my legs aren't working that well. Not bad evening. It's quite not that cold. It's not that warm, but it's not cold. So shorts and t-shirt, having a wonderful one. Having a wonderful one. I wanted to have a chat about my website, my Facebook page and my channel. I've changed the logo, I've changed the main avatars on that, cycling to combat anxiety and depression, and I thought to myself, maybe I should talk a bit more about it. I don't want to bore you lot to death with it, but there's a lot of us out there that suffer with it, and there's a lot of us out there that have very good reasons, very good reasons, and I don't talk about this so you can all feel sorry for me, because if you feel sorry for me, then it's not the poor me, because I know a lot of people that are poor me. They're people that don't want the help. They're the people that whinge. Do you whinge about being depressed? And then when somebody wants to help you, you're kind of like, do you know what? I don't want that help. Do you like taking people's energy? Do you like talking about it and taking people's energy? You know, there's a few things out there that happen that you've got to be careful of, you know, and we've all been through crap, but there's people that want help. There's people that find calmness in hearing about other people talk about it, but then also there's people that just want to talk about themselves, like me. I like talking about myself. Well, of course I like talking about myself, because I'm only talking to you lot, you know. It's a difficult one because I don't want to upset people, you know, but you know, Facebook, social media is a nightmare. I'm not going to diss social media, because how else do I get through to you, some of you guys, by posting my videos all over bloody Facebook, you know, and you know, and I love the comments I get, and I love the comments because I know it's touching, it's getting there, it's getting the issues are being met by people that understand the issues, and I love your comments, don't get me wrong, you know, and sometimes I'm the big strong man, you know. We're all the big strong men. That's part of the problem, and I'm not putting you ladies out of this, not at all, you know. Man has, we are the hunter, we hunt, we go out, we feed family, you know. That's the whole thing about it, and that's what stemmed off for me. It was when I was out of work, you know. I didn't hunt, I couldn't work, I couldn't bring money for family, you know, and it kind of, you know, knocks you for six a bit. And I pretty much, hey there mate, alright, so I'm talking to myself.
Pardon?
Talking to myself.
Oh, sorry, I'm talking on the phone. Sorry.
That's all right. So, advocate. Where was I? So being, you know, and this is not saying no difference for you women, you know, and anybody. And not that there's aliens listening, just in case they are. You know, they're probably depressed watching what's going on this world, on this earth. Anyway, you know, take my partner for instance. When she gave birth to our son, you know, she was pretty much a career woman, loved her work, loved earning her money, and that was difficult for her to take on board the fact that she wasn't earning. And you know, and there's a lot to be said for that, you know, becoming a mum. You know, she's a housewife. What's your job? Housewife? You know, no, she's a mother, you know, and not earning is, even for her, was very difficult. And then when I didn't lose my job, I was working for some idiots, and basically it was just hot-headed ego. You know, I'm polite and I try not to swear, but they were egotistic. And luckily enough, I was very knowledgeable on all of my on work disciplinaries and things like that. They tried to take me. They tried to say that they'd given me 2 verbal warnings without actually giving me a verbal warning, and then tried to give me a written warning in a cafe, a meeting for a coffee, and a written warning. And I was like, you idiots. So I ended up walking with a bit of a pay packet, which was quite good, but it destroyed my confidence. Even though I was in the right, destroyed my confidence. And that was pretty much, I think, the start of it. I think the start of it was a bit before that, when I left the company for 10 years, you know, but it hit home when I was out of work. Letters coming from the bank man, from the mortgage guy, you know, things like that. And that was the anxiety, panic attacks and things like that. And the fact is, I just stayed in bed sometimes. Couldn't be bothered. It was hard work, but anyway, it is what it was, you know. And you kind of have to deal with it in the way that you have to deal with it. But if you're ready to get help, then I suggest you get help. You know, there's no other. More people. I'm looking like an idiot talking to myself. Get help. You know, you have to get help. But the problem is sometimes that some of you have been to help. You know, I know a couple of you have been for help, and you're still there. It's really difficult. I don't, you know, I found the right person to pull me through the other side, and then I wasn't scratching my inner ear then, by the way. I may have to cut that. I was just on the outside. I may have to cut that, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say to you, because this is very difficult for me as well. You know, find somebody that can help you. Sophie Watson was my somebody, you know, and she pulled me through the other side. She pulled me through the other side, and then I was able to sort of move on from there and then grow, you know, and I'm still working on it now, as you know. I still get into those little tiz-wazzy sort of things, but then I have to try and work for it, even if I have to grumpily, you know. I don't know. Anyway, look, I don't even know if this is worth putting out, but we'll have a chat. I've got about a mile. My legs have been tired, so I know that means my sugars are a bit low. So I've caned 6 dextrose, and I'm going to have a cup of coffee and probably then just do the short route home. To be fair, 24 miles is better than nothing, but hopefully I've got my squidgies. I didn't want to eat a squidgie until I got here, which was probably wrong on me, but anyway, it is what it is. Alright, so I will catch up with you again in a bit. guys and girls. Yeah, didn't finish the vlog yesterday. I ended up doing 29 miles. So once I'd had something to eat and a coffee, I ended up having a muffin. Medicinal. I was a bit low on sugar, so that was what hindered me. But after that I felt great actually, so I went out and finished off the 29 miles and did some really good. It was really good actually, really good. So I am sneaking out now. It's what, I think it's 5 o'clock again, so I am going to go out and do some more miles. I'm only going to do 20-ish due to I've got a 29 miler tomorrow night with Neil, so I'll see you on the way. Hi guys and girls, I need to stop. Look, sometimes just the view of the clouds, man, they're beautiful. Look, kind of goes on and on and on. So we're down, I think it's Park Lane or Mortimer Lane, Park Lane or Mortimer Lane, and then we turn, I think we turn right down Park Lane. I'm not sure, I don't know where I am. I only babble on a lot. Hi guys, I didn't finish yesterday's vlog. I ended up, as I said earlier, I did 29 miles in the end. So, and I was suffering a bit the first 10-11 miles. But luckily enough, I carried dextrose with me. And I had a, as you saw just now, I had a poppy seed muffin and a latte. Kept me going. This road is normally quiet, but because it's home time, people use this area as a cut through to get here, there and everywhere. Following on from yesterday, I was talking about anxiety and depression. I was talking about what kind of things that we go through and how we get where we are. And although I sing and dance about Sophie Watson, there are other people that are influential in my journey. And you some of the people are people that I've known for years, and then suddenly we sort of meet up again and have a reason to meet up again, which is quite cool. And then some sort of ideas come from there, really. I feel a bit silly now, but I'll stop talking because it's going to get noisy. But yeah, so you know, once Sophie got me through the anxiety and depression and being able to control it, I then had to work through all the other issues, you know, the childhood memories, some of the crap from them days, and sorry, I'm a bit sweaty, some of the rubbish from my earlier days, you know, and having to work through some of hatred. If you find yourself hating, you know, that's destroying you. It's destroying you as a person. So you kind of have to find out what inside is that. And I had to forgive some people. I didn't walk up to them and go, I forgive you. I had to forgive them mentally for myself, because the only time when you battle through these things is you're battling through, you're beating yourself up, nobody else. And if you've been through years of beating yourself up, blimey, you know, it's got to be a day when you give yourself a break, man. You know, so there's lots of things I can talk about. I could sit here for ages and talk to you about these things, but I think, you know, let me babble this out, get something in front of you, and then we can elaborate on things as time goes on, you know. But you know, some of our childhoods were rubbish, some of our adulthoods were rubbish, and some of it causes us to get angry, and we have to work through that by ourselves, I'm afraid. So that's one of the things I think I will talk about a bit more. But I found people over the last sort of 2-3 years, you know, I found myself waking up angry, especially by a bully of all things when I was at school, you know, and I had to forgive that person because I was finding myself gritting my teeth like, for no reason. Look at me now, man. You know, if I fucking excuse my French, you know, I've felt like if I saw him now, I'd flatten him. But it's not me. It's not what it's about. So I've had to forgive those people. It's not just one person. You know, it's a handful of people that destroyed my life as a child. And that's the problem. Some of you are feeling this. Some of you have got this in you, you know, that you feel like your childhood was taken away from you. You know, basically, your inner confidence was kicked out your arse, and then that was that. Another car that probably better sitting here, to be fair. Just slow down. It's fine, mate. So again, why are they slowing down? Not even on the road. They slow down because it's a bend. Maybe they should be slowing down. So, you know, I always felt that my childhood was probably stolen from me because of my confidence was stolen from me, and you know, and I, you know, it was, you know, I always talk about this. There's a photo of when I was about 15, and you know, there's a couple of lovely ladies, lovely girls from my year was having their photos taken, and you can see me in the background cowering down, walking past. You know, it's just, you know, I didn't have to go for all that rubbish. None of us have to go for all that rubbish. But I tell you what, out of everybody in the world, we are the most caring people that there are, because we've been there, we know what it's like, we know how it is. We're none of these pillocks on the road that drive too close to us, find it fun. No, we're completely different. Empathy, love, you know, the lot. But you deserve it as well. You can't keep giving it to people. You need to be able to take it as well. Even if it's just from yourself, you know. That's the main thing. Take it from yourself. And that's why this channel is Love You, Love Life. Because the more you love yourself, the more you will love life. And you probably love life anyway. Well, you probably don't, you know. I know a couple of you that don't. I know a few of you that are fighting your own battle, your own battles. And it's time you didn't fight your battles. Your battles are when you're sitting at home in front of the telly, or when you go out on the bike for the first half an hour until your head clears. You don't need to be battling. You don't. You shouldn't be battling against yourself. You should be giving yourself some love. I know you get it from other people now, but it's different for us. We suffer in a different way. Again, I babbled on yesterday, and it actually come out all right, and it's in this video. So I'm sorry it's a long video, and I don't know what this is going to sound like, because I'm not having a go at anybody. You know, I just believe that we deserve a lot more from ourselves. We already get what we can from our closest and dearest, and all they want is the best for us, and all I want is the best for you guys and girls. All right, I'm going to get on, because I don't know what I've done. I never know what I've done. 8 miles, 6.5 miles. Done 6.5 miles. I'm only going to do about 20. I've got a ride tomorrow evening with Neil, 29 miles. So I'm just sort of bimbling out, trying to finish this vlog. All right, hopefully I'll probably catch up with you when I get home. All right, so take care. Okay, lovely people, just over 19 miles, about 19.2 done in the end. Closing the vlog down. This is it. Right it. Look at it. Look at it. The weird things. Look, here's a mess. The garden. If anybody wants to nick a shed, I need it gone before I burn it. Yeah, sorry about my babble. At this moment in time, I have no idea whether it's going to be aired or not, but I'm probably going to share it on James Social Cycling and also Love You Love Life. I think because some people like to be able to watch, you guys like to watch something, I watch something manly, sort of love. I'm watching the cycling and listening to some, you can't even say these words anymore. You can't say those words, innit? You know, listening to, I don't know, you can't say these words anymore. So I'm not going there. So anyway, so hopefully you get something from this. Anyway, so so you can watch something cycling and you can also listen to me babble on about life, all right? So I was out on the route. I was out on Defy yesterday, out on Ruby today. It's actually riding all right. It's only 19 miles. I didn't hear any noises, but to be fair, I think the crank, the BB's okay. BB's okay. It's cool. Everything's cool. Thank you very much, everybody. 112 subscribers. Fantastic. Thank you. Really appreciate everybody. Nice to see all my new subscribers. Thank you very much. And hopefully you're enjoying the content, and hopefully I'll see you on the road very soon.